Hello, how y'all doing? I want to talk about this. Black men are actors, followers. Now, I know that in your course of life, you're going to find some that aren't. But in my course of life, I haven't found 99.9% of the ones that I know about, whether I know them personally or not, are followers, actors. Okay? They just don't, okay, they try to give an illusion of toughness. Okay, I'm going to break in your house. I'm going to have my pants down because that's a sign of toughness. I'm going to have my pants down and my dirty underwear out for the house camera to see, but I'm going to break into your house in the meantime. And, okay, I'm going to, now, so they break into the house and the homeowner starts shooting. So you see these black men run away from the house with their pants halfway down. But see, that's supposed to be a sign of toughness. And black men will try to give you the illusions that they're tough. Okay, they'll act to say, okay, I'm a nice guy, I'm cool, I'm an act. And the next thing you know, they put a gun to the woman's head, okay, or threaten her in some way. Okay, so they're actors. Now, you see these black guys with the pants hanging down, running away from a homeowner who's trying to shoot them with, it's such a ridiculous video. Because they break into the house with the pants down. When the homeowner starts shooting, they're running away with the pants down. Whatever. Now, as an aside, you don't have to go far. I don't have to go far to see a black man's behind. Yeah, I'm just saying I don't have to go too far. I've seen a black man in his 50s or 60s on the side of the road, fixing his car, and his pants are half down. He's big too. His pants, you can see his behind too, with his dirty underwear, and he's trying to fix the car. Personally, I saw this young black man at Food Line with his pants halfway down and his dirty underwear out, and he was a big guy. He was tall and he was big. He was working at Food Line. He was stocking some canned goods. And he had, I got to look at his, while I'm shopping at Food Line, I got to look at his butt. Now, black men are the only race that does this. I see a sprinkling of whites do that with their underwear out, but black men are really dominant in this. You don't see the Mexicans doing it. You don't see the Koreans, Asians. You don't see them doing it. Black men, the only want to show their butt to the world. Narrow butt, narrow black behind, and their dirty underwear to the world. Only ones that do that. Because they're acting. Okay, I'm a clown. I'm a clown. I'm a tough clown. So everybody look at my butt. Okay. When I was at Kroger, I saw a black man with both of his hands, just like this, both of his hands in his crotch. Now, what is this fixation that black men have with their crotch? I don't understand that either. Both of his hands were in his crotch. Not only for me to see, but all those other people that were in the meat section to look at. See, black men are actors. They act to get what they want. Okay? They'll talk real nice to a girl to get what they want, and then next thing you know, they put a gun to her head. Okay, pimps are acting. I'm a nice guy, I'm a nice pimp. See, the pimp's not being real. The truth is, they don't have any job skills at all to go get a job anywhere. So they tell a woman, go out there and sell you a vagina. And that's their career, okay? But see, they're not going to be real. But see, without a doubt, black men are followers, not leaders. They are followers. If another black man said, let's go rob this store, they go do it. Let's go rob a house, break in a house, let's do it. A 17-year-old, he had his grandparents, aunties trying to raise him, trying to do the right thing. He decides to go rob, a neighbor down the street. He decides to go rob his house at night, and the neighbor shoots him dead. He's dead and gone to hell. Okay? He was willing to go to hell just to go to a neighbor's house. Now look, I told mine, you don't need to steal nothing. If you need $20, I'll give it to you. didn't steal towels or nothing like that. I go buy you a pack of towels. See, black men always do what everybody else is doing. This gang is doing it, so I'm going to do it. You know, like I said, I had some experience with the gang. I was in this little crew when I was 13 years old, and it was monkey see, monkey do. They do it, I'm going to do it. So I know the mentality of a gang. Until I was 14, I said I'll never do that again. I never join a crew again. I never have a group of friends like that again. We weren't friends anyway. We ended up fighting each other anyway. Black men always do what someone else is telling them to do. The gang says, let's go carjack somebody. Never mind, it may cost them their life. It might just cost them their life to carjack a car. And they're going to go to jail for 15, 20 years because carjacking is a federal crime now. Okay, they may go to jail for 15, 20 years, and they're going to be somebody's girl. They're going to go to the pen. And they're going to be somebody, because they're young, they're going to be somebody's girlfriend. I'm being real, right? Those young black men, they're going to be somebody's girlfriend in the pen. But, you know, they're willing to die and go to hell over issue of robbing somebody and getting killed. Okay. 3 black men went to this lady's house to rob her of her French bulldog. It's all on YouTube. Long story short, when they left, she ended up, you know, shooting. She tried to shoot him and kill him, but, you know, she didn't. But see, she almost did. But see, they were willing to die and go to hell over a French bulldog puppy. How stupid is that? They were willing to die and go to hell because they would have if they had been killed over a French bulldog, over a dog. But at any rate, since they robbed her at gunpoint, they all going to spend probably at least 15 years in the prison. They are willing to give up going to Arby's, give up going to McDonald's, willing to give up going for a jog when they want to, all for what? To be 15 years to be around a bunch of old nasty men in prison who's going to make them their girlfriend. And I'm being real. And there's nothing to steal in prison. Okay? They're going to get 15, 20 years for that carjacking, for that armed robbery. They're going to get it. But they want to give up their freedom for that. Why? Because they have nada, zippo, no thinking skills at all. Here's some examples. Okay? 3 or 4 black guys, because they're part of a gang, decide to go rob a store. Excuse me. And they do it just like a robot. Excuse me, a robot. Let's go rob this convenience store. They go do it. And they may live to tell the tale and they may not. They want to go to hell to rob a store, convenience store. But at any rate, since it wasn't armed robbery, they're going to get 25, 30 years in the slammer. They're not going to see daylight for the next 20, 25 years. Because some states make you serve the whole 20, 25 years. One man goes to another man's house. He has 2 pit bulls in there, and the dogs kill him. Dogs maul him to death. And that is a heck of a way to go into eternity. You know, when he comes to the judgment seat of Christ, he said, how'd you die? Well, I was killed by 2 pit bulls because I was trying to rob some man in his house. I mean, that's a heck of a, heck of a way to go into eternity. They steal at Walgreens, CVS, steal shampoo or whatever, and then sell it on the street. Why? Because everybody else is doing it, so why can't they do it? And they think they're not going to get caught, but they are going to get caught. Okay? They act, black men, particularly these young black men from ages 13 to 50, they act without thinking. Super followers. And people keep saying what the prisoners say, that you become a better criminal in prison. No, you become a better follower. What they learn in prison is how to become a better follower. How to act without thinking. Okay? Because they don't think, well, maybe I shouldn't do this. They don't think 5 minutes into the future, 10 minutes into the future at all, ever. Maybe I won't live to tell a tale. Maybe I die and go to hell. Maybe I won't live to tell the tale if I go rob this store, if I go rob somebody. Now, so now as an aside, another aside, somebody told me they saw a man in his 70s with his pants down and his underwear showing. Can you imagine a man that old got some nasty drawers, y'all? Got some nasty drawers on and he's showing, and his pants are down, he's showing the world. Can you imagine? And he got an old tail, okay? I mean, why in the world do you think anybody want to see that old tail? Okay. In the 70s, okay? Somebody told me that. Okay, black men act without thinking. And now the black girls are acting without thinking. Now, usually the black women, they got some sense. But now this new generation, look, the generation before me was stupid. My generation is stupid. Now this next generation is stupid. And the generation after that is stupid. And so now the black girls are stupid. One 15-year-old girl said she's carjacked 6 people. See, that's a parent problem. She carjacked 6 people. And you know what? What if one of those people had killed her? She carjacked 6 people. 6 people, 15. Okay? So the girls don't have any sense. Okay, just like that black girl just finished beating up this lady in the wheelchair. I hope she get 15 years for that. She probably will, for beating up a person in a wheelchair. Okay, now see the stereotype of black men: robbing, stealing, go to prison. Rob, steal, dead. Okay, rob, steal, go to prison. Repeat. Okay, now I agree, that's the stereotype. And I agree that black men need to change their image, but are they? Are they going to change the image? I kind of doubt it. But they need to. I agree they need to, but are they going to do it? Probably not. But see, black men have no thinking skills. They don't think 5 minutes into the future, 10 minutes into the future. But above all, they are followers. I have only met 2 black men, not met them. I've only noticed 2 black men who I don't consider followers, and that is Barack Obama and General Colin Powell, whom I send my condolences to his family. The only 2 black men I've seen that are independent thinkers. The rest of you black men, y'all not independent thinkers. Y'all are followers. If ABC tells you to go rob a store, you go do it. If ABC go tell you to rob a house, you go do it. It's just like this young black man. He goes into a store, robs a store at gunpoint. Here come the police. The police tell him to stop. He doesn't stop. The police shoot him dead. He's dead, gone to hell, in the store. Y'all don't think. He's not thinking that maybe he won't live to tell the tale when he robbed that store. Y'all don't think 5 minutes to the cotton picking future. You don't think. And when you go to prison, you don't become a better criminal. You become a better follower. Y'all still follow from 13 to 50, y'all followers. Somebody tells you to do this, you do it without thinking. Y'all have no thinking skills. None. You don't think, you don't have no independent thought. You don't think independently. Like, maybe I shouldn't do this, I won't do this. Y'all have no independent thought at all. Somebody tells you to do it, you just go do it. Bye. Stop being followers. You women, why don't you stop raising your sons to be followers? Why don't you tell your son to stop talking to strangers? That's what's getting a lot of these young people killed. They're talking to strangers, going into the woods dead. Well, you know what? By the way, we learned that when we were kids, never talk to a stranger. We parents, why aren't you teaching your children to stop talking to strangers? I don't care if they are on the internet, Shriek, and all, whatever the names are. Why aren't you teaching your sons and daughters to stop talking to strangers? You don't know who they are, what they are. Next thing you know, their body's found in the woods, their body's found in the desert. Dead. You parents, y'all are failing your children. If you're a 15-year-old girl, you carjack 6 cars, well, I'm going to tell that parent, whoever the parents of that girl are, you failed her. You failed her. You didn't raise her. You let the streets raise her. You see, we only get one opportunity to be a parent. There are no do-overs. We don't get to raise children the second time. You only get the one chance. We mess up the first time, we blew it. And I wish you black men from ages 13 to 50 would stop being followers. I wish you would try to think independently. You're just followers. The gang tells you to rape and kill, you do it. They tell you to rape and kill somebody's mother, you do it. They tell you to go rob a convenience store, you do it. You fool. You don't have no thinking skills. You only use 1/8 of your brain if you even use that much. Have a nice day.